off the boat! Get off the boat! I try to push myself up, but I crumble. I try to push myself up again, but I didn't know it at the time. My collarbone was broken in 4 places. In addition, I had a broken right foot, 3rd-degree burns on my right leg, a fractured pelvis, fractured vertebrae, bruised ribs. And I'm grateful that they did, because 3 minutes after they got me off, the second fuel tank on that boat exploded. Wouldn't be here today. I could hear my wife moaning, yelling in agony. And as a man, I couldn't do anything about it. I had to tell my son, I know you know mom and dad were on vacation, having a great time, but I got some bad news. Mom and dad were in an accident, and mom's never coming home again. Think about that. When you are at your lowest point, you're already having to deal with all this bad news, and then coming to the realization that the next time you close your eyes is probably the last time you close your eyes. This is what I was facing. And in the midst of all of this, I'm praying the whole time, and I'm asking God, why did this have to happen? And I finally get an answer, and God tells me this: Tyran, you have to accept the fact that this was gonna happen. He said, Tyran, if I wanted to, I could have taken your life 3 different times. You have to accept the fact that it was Malika's time to come home. If I wanted to, I could have taken your life when the boat exploded. I could have taken your life. Your vital signs went from green to yellow to red. There was also a greater message that he left me with, that the past that I knew, what was my normal, is not gonna be my new normal. I was not gonna go back to being an engineer. There was gonna be a new path created for me. Be resilient. The obstacles that you've overcome are nothing compared to the obstacles you're gonna have to face moving forward. And in the midst of this, he left me with this key message. But what he said was, resilience is not about regaining what was lost. It's about reshaping what still remains. And it's what you do with what still remains that will control the narrative and the future of your life moving forward. Now, I say this with life, but this applies to business, this applies to yourself in leadership, and with any adversity that you face. Understand, by being resilient, you're preparing yourself to overcome the adversity and challenge that you run into. I'll share with you guys just a little bit more about what does it mean to be resilient, because we want to know truly how to be able to overcome that adversity. You have to be willing to adapt to the market, to deal with the changes, being flexible. You can't be rigid to the place where you can't adjust to the circumstances and the conditions in your life. Willingness to solve problems. All of these play a role in developing that resilient mindset to be able to bounce back in the midst of adversity.
And I just want to say it was an amazing, life-changing, life-moving experience.
I just heard Tyran speak, and I am amazed and blown away by his story.
Can't imagine a better speaker to kick off this conference than Tyran Jackson.
My name is Tyran Jackson. If you want to connect with me or follow me, I'll be out here, but feel free to connect with me on any of these sites. ICIC 2026. I appreciate you guys listening to this, and I want you to make it a point to go out there and be great and shift in the way you need in order to create success.